Check out this promise from Jesus in John chapter 15, verse 15. And you have to set yourself in this story. If you guys would give me permission for you to do that this afternoon, put yourself in this story. Let these words speak to you directly. I do not call you servants anymore, because a servant doesn't know what his master is doing. I have called you friends, because I have made known to you everything I heard from the Father. You did not choose me, but I chose you and appointed you to go and produce fruit, and that your fruit should remain, so that whatever you ask the Father in my name, he will give you. This is what I command you, love one another. Jesus said, if the world hates you, understand that it hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world would love you as its own. However, because you are not of this world, but I have chosen you out of it, the world hates you. And so we don't have to stay in this place of this dread and despair. Point number 2 is pray for courage to endure. Pray for courage to endure. Here the followers are blazing a trail, if you will, how to remain cool and calm and bold under opposition, under great fire, is to pray. Pray for God to see you through. Take note here, they didn't pray to be delivered from the opposition. That jumped out at me. I've prayed for deliverance from opposition at times and places. And yet they didn't pray for deliverance from the opposition. They didn't pray to be free from the persecution or the obstacles. But what did they pray for? Boldness. They prayed that God would give them the courage to continue to witness. And now, Lord, consider their threats and grant that your servants may speak your word with all boldness. Wow. With all boldness. And so here, I gotta believe that remembering the words of their friend who said, I no longer call you servants, but I call you my friends. I've revealed everything that I've received from the Father to you. And I'm empowering you to go, and you're gonna bear fruit. And I believe the greatest fruit, friends, that you and I can produce with our life is soul winning. But don't get me wrong, we've emphasized at the very beginning, God transforms our heart and we're becoming like Christ. The fruit of the Spirit is essential to become like Christ, but the end goal, the end result is that no one would perish but come to everlasting life. And so the fruit that God desires of us is soul winning. That's the glorious, juicy fruit that's paired with his character, to be patient, to be loving, to be self-controlled, to be enduring when facing fire because we're friends of God. And so I believe that because of this closeness, that Peter and John and the followers, they were able to stick it through when the mob was at the gate. When the mob brought them before the council to tell them to stop it. But they stuck to the plan. They believed that God was working all this together for their good. It was all part of his plan. And so point number 3, as we begin to transition in our time together, is put your life in God's hands. Put your life in God's hands, because we're going to see here again as we read the last 2 verses that when we put our life in his hands, he's pleased with us. He's pleased with us, and he's going to show up. He's going to show up in just the right manner, because he sees all things. He knows all things. He knows what needs to be done.